Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Kimmy Vapes here, and today I'm reviewing the Micro Box by SkyNow Tech. Let's go ahead, have another vape, go down below, take a look at it, and then we'll come back up top with my thoughts and opinions. Okay, and here it is, the Micro Box by SkyNow Tech. Now the box does have a typo. As you can see, it says Mirko Box, but on SkyNow Tech's Instagram, they are calling it the Micro Box because the design resembles an old style microphone. Very nice packaging, simple. On the back, you have the SkyNow branding. Go ahead and open up the box. And on this end of the box is your USB charging cable, which is a 1 amp charging cable. And then inside here you have the mod and the user manual. Take a look at the user manual. Now the 4 colors that the Micro Box comes in is gold, blue, red, and black. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the mod. Now this is a dual 18650 battery mod. It goes up to 200 watts in power mode. It also does temperature control in titanium, nickel, or stainless steel, and that is 200 degrees to 600 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 to 300 degrees Celsius. It has a stainless steel spring-loaded 510 with a really nice long throw. Plenty of travel room in there for different sized 510 pins on your Addies. The dimensions are 92 millimeters tall by 58 millimeters wide by 29 millimeters thick. So you will be able to fit atomizers flush with up to 28 millimeters because the edges are beveled. So 29 millimeter or 30 millimeter atomizers will have a slight overhang because of the bevel there. To insert the batteries, you'll remove the magnetic bottom, and it's just held on by 2 strong magnets, and then that reveals your battery door, which is a plus and a minus, and that slides out for your batteries. Now the metal cage here also comes off, and you'll see underneath is real carbon fiber. And the housing at the top and bottom, the top housing feels like an aluminum alloy of some kind. And then the battery door and compartment is made of a plastic. So you can slide the cage back on. And 5 clicks to turn on the mod. And you'll see there it says Mirko Box, which again is a typo. So here you can, it's a fairly small screen, but it is lit really nicely. So you have your power, which is your mode, your watts, and then below that will be your second timer. At the top on this side, you have your battery indicator, which is a single battery indicator. I wish they would have been able to do a dual battery or a battery percentage. The volts, your coil ohms, and the amp draw on your batteries. Here you'll see there is the USB charging port. This is your up and your down buttons, which will adjust your wattage. To cycle from your different power modes, 3 clicks. It will cycle to temperature control mode in nichrome, titanium, stainless steel, bypass mode, and then back to power mode. To lock the up and down buttons, you'll hold the buttons and the fire button. And now you can fire the mod, but you won't be able to adjust the wattage. Hold all three buttons to unlock. To rotate the screen, you'll simply hold the up and down button, and that will flip your screen. And furthermore, if you want, you can change the font so as that it displays a white background and black lettering. And then we can change the LED back. When in power mode, your watts will adjust by 0.1 increments. If you long press the button, it will then quick adjust by 1 watt increments. All of the machining on it, the metal housing is not sharp, it's nice and rounded, so is that when you're holding it in your hand, you don't feel any sharpness from the edges of the metal. The atomizer that I'm putting on here is the all black drop RDA with my Half Moon's Mod drip tip. The e-liquid that I'm vaping in here today is the TGS Cloud Juice Butterscotch Clouds, which is a really good butterscotch custard. And the coil that I'm vaping in here should be a 0.1 ohm coil. And that is one thing the manual says recommended is 0.15 to 5 ohm resistance. However, this is a 0.1 ohm coil, and you'll see now that I put an atomizer on there, you'll automatically get a message asking if it's a new coil or old coil. We'll select up for new coil, and that's a 0.1 ohm build, and it fires no problem. All right, let's go back up top, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on the micro box. Okay, and that was an up and close of the micro box. So what are my thoughts on it? I am really impressed by this new product coming out from a new company in China. Usually when a new company contacts me, I'm a little hesitant about trying products because sometimes companies start off, they get a rough start. But I think they hit this out of the park with the micro box. It's very simple. The menu system is really easy to navigate. The paint job on it has lasted me. I've been vaping on this for roughly around 3 weeks, and I am really rough on my mods. I throw them in my purse. I throw them in the cup holder in my car. I knock them over, I drop them, and for 3 weeks now, this thing, I've put it through its paces, and the paint job has held up beautifully. The ergonomics of it, I was a little hesitant with the metal being on the outside like this, but it actually, with the microphone styled texture there, it makes a nice little grip for your fingers laying in between those little cutouts in the metal. The carbon fiber, again, I love black carbon fiber. I'm a big fan of it. I have a carbon fiber G class, and just how beautiful is this mod? It fits all sizes of atomizers that I have, since I don't have anything bigger than a 28 millimeter atomizer. Also, the button is really responsive and clicky, not hollow sounding at all. It feels good in the hand. It's not too heavy. It's on the lighter side of mods that I have, but it's not so light that I feel like I'm gonna drop it or anything. The only con I really have about this mod is some people might not like that it's got this magnetic bottom. Now, I understand why they did it. They needed something to hold on this metal case. I like that they didn't screw it down or affix it, because as we know, with previous mods that have shells like this, when you spill e-liquid, which I have already done, I got e-liquid all over this mod in the button, cleaned it up, no problem, everything's still working great. But back to what I was saying, maybe a con for some people is the magnetic bottom. So you have to take that off to access the battery door. And if you're tilting the mod, the case can go sliding. And this is how I dropped it once, was I was getting ready to replace the batteries. I took the plastic off and I went like this and the mod went flying out. So this does slip off very easily. I would have liked to seen had they put maybe some rubber grips on the inside on top of the carbon fiber, something that would have made it so as that this doesn't slide freely, because as it slides freely, that means when you're replacing the batteries, your mod can slide out of it. Also, another thing is if you've got an RDA or something that the top cap's really tight, the magnets are not that strong. So if you hold it by the cage and you go to take your top cap off of your RDA, you're gonna end up having pieces flying everywhere. So it took me a little while to get used to that, and now I know from experience of my bottom piece going flying off is I simply put my thumb on the top and brace it here and hold it just like this, and then I can pull my top cap off without that bottom falling off and without the mod sliding up through the cage. So that's the only con that I have for this device. Otherwise, I think SkyNow Tech did an amazing job. So everything about the chip is great. I really love this mod. If you guys are interested in picking up the Microbox by SkyNow Tech, I will include a link down in the description box. I spoke to SkyNow Tech and it's going to retail for $60. So that might be a little pricier than some of the current dual 18650 200 watt mods out there, but I definitely feel that this is worth the $60 for me anyway. So again, guys, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. If you're not already and you liked what you've seen, hit that subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, don't forget to hit the notification icon so you'll get notified the next time I upload a video. Thank you for watching, guys. See you later.